So dependent on how much effort you're going or willing to put into this business, you can be making as high as 500,000 naira per semester. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mary and my channel is all about the simplest ways that you can get to financial freedom. The thing I love most about side hustles is that they give you the opportunity to get to your investments and savings goals earlier than you expect. And one environment where side hustles have been proven to thrive are universities and colleges. Your mind will be blown at the number of side hustles that you can start with as little as 0 naira. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple ones you can start today with literally no money. So let me start off by saying this. Side hustles are not for the weak-hearted. It's simply doing extra jobs so that you can get extra money. So you must be willing to put in the effort. Just because I say that it takes no money to start this doesn't mean that you're not going to put in an effort. In any business you want to start or in any service that you want to render, you must market yourself. And in the school environment, there are 3 ways that you can go about this. So the first is by social media. So if there is a popular social media platform that everybody knows in school that has a good number of following, you can go on there and advertise your business, advertise your service. One way is through matriculations. Matriculation days are days that parents, friends, everybody is in school. So you could create a very small flyer. You don't need much. You can go on Canva and just type in what you want from the designs that are already made for you and then print that out and share it during matriculation. Tell parents that this is what you are into, because the truth is there are some parents that have notorious children and they know this and they would want to follow up with these children in certain things, and the best way that they can do it is through other students. The third way that you can market yourself is through word of mouth. So this is where you tell a friend that will in turn tell his friends or her friends about your services, and before you know it, your business is beginning to gain recognition and you're growing. So the first thing you can do is register courses for other students. Now, if you're in a Nigerian university, you know that this is one of the most important things. But for some reason, some students are either too lazy or so unbothered to do this. Now, there are certain sets of people in school that you need to target when it comes to registering of courses. The first set of people are those people that are very nonchalant. The second set of people are those people that are nursing mothers. You know, those people that have families that are not in school most of the time. Now, let's go into the money aspect of this. So, for the purpose of this video, I'm saying that every Nigerian student is taking 10 courses per semester. So, you can charge as low as 200 naira if you're registering one course for a person. So, if you're registering all the courses for one person, it means that you're making 2,000 naira. If you're doing this for 50 people, you're making as high as 100k. If you're doing this for 100 people, you're making as high as 200k. It's very easy to feel as if, you know, when the business is beginning to peak, let me add to my prices. I'm making money out of this, let me add to it. But you need to understand that you're in a school environment and not everybody has begun to make money for themselves. So you want to keep your prices as low as possible so that anyone and everyone can patronize you. Here's the thing about letting parents know about your business, especially when it comes to registering courses. You make more money. If you're charging students 200 naira to register their course, if it's a parent that is calling you to register a course for his or her child, you can charge him as high as 500 or 1,000 per course. Yes, parents will pay. Now, in registering people's courses, what I love is that it's not just restricted to your department. So you could be studying public relations and you can register courses for someone in medicine or mass communication. But one thing you need to look out for is that you have to be organized. You're actually dealing with a very vital part of people's school. So you have to make sure that you're not mixing course forms, you're not making mistakes. So if you're someone that is not organized, then I advise that you do not take this route, because you don't want people to come and be beating you up for making mistakes. The second way that you can make money in school is copying of notes. When I was in school, I loved copying notes. I believe that there are so many people out there that are just like me. So my course mates resumed school, but that's when I entered school in November. I resumed in January, and within 2 weeks, I copied all my notes. If there are 100 people in a class, there are 50 people that are just unbothered about copying notes. The truth is, it's quite stressful, and some lecturers are not ready to repeat themselves. So some people will just be tired and give up. But when examination comes, and this is the sweet part, everybody, at least 80% of students in school, they are looking for notes that they will read to go into the exam hall and take their exams. So you can charge as high as 3,000 naira for copying each note. This one too is a very good one because it's not restricted to your department alone. You can copy notes for people in different departments. All you need to do is get one or two persons in those departments that are serious with school, that you can get information from, that you can get their notes. And then if they need a cut or something, you know how you're going to settle that. You can copy the notes in two ways: at the end of every lecture and then when it's close to exams. But you need to be very wise and careful, because the reason why you're going to school is to study, come out with good grades. So you don't want to be using the time that you're supposed to be using to study for exams to be copying notes. So what you can do in this case is that if it gets to a certain date, you're closed for business for that semester. But back to what I was saying, so you can charge as high as 3,000 naira when it's close to exams, and you can charge as low as 300 naira at the end of each lecture. So that means that if you're copying notes for, say, 50 people, you're making as high as 150k. If you're copying notes for 100 people, you're making as high as 300k. I know it doesn't seem easy, but it's very achievable. And like I said, you have to put in the work. That's why it is a business. So if you're copying a note for a person, like I said, for the purpose of this video, we're doing 10 courses, and you're copying one note close to exam for 3,000 naira. It means that for the 10 courses, you'll be making 30,000 naira. Multiply that by 10 students. You know how much you're making. By 50, 20 students, you know how much you're making. It's a very, very profitable business. So the last side hustle is tutoring. Now, when I was in school, there were so many people that were doing tutoring jobs, but I do not think that they were making money out of it, because I feel like so many people were not business minded at that time as compared to now. There are some students that learn better from other students. A lecturer can come and teach from now till next year, and a child will not even understand what that man is saying. But once another student picks up that book and explains to you, I don't know, for some reason, you just begin to grasp and comprehend everything. So you can tutor and make money. You might be that person in class that is understanding everything a lecturer is saying, and the rest of the class is saying, "Omo, what's in this man they talk today now?" And when it gets close to exams, so many people that were not in school want to catch up with what has been taught for the past weeks. And in this category, there are two people that I want you to target. I'm not saying it's restricted to these two people, but I want you to place more focus on these two sets of people. These are the dumb kids in class and the rich kids. The reason why I do not like this side hustle so much is because it's very restricted. You cannot be a medicine student and then you want to come and tutor an agricultural science student. You understand? It's just restricted to your department. But regardless, there are so many opportunities in it. Like for these rich kids now, there are some people that when you organize a tutoring class, they don't want to sit in the midst of their classmates. So they can hire you to come to their houses of K and put them through. You can charge as high as 5,000 naira per course, or 3,000 naira since it's a school environment. And 3,000 times 10 courses, it means that you're making 30,000 naira just for that exam period. So it's a very, very profitable business. I'd like to know if this is a content you're enjoying or getting value from. If it is, then click on the like button, because it will show that you support the channel. And if you'd want me to make more videos on side hustles, then please leave a comment and I'll be more than happy to do them. So dependent on the effort you're willing to put into these businesses, you can be making as high as 500k per semester. And by 500k, I mean that you're doing it for at least 200 people, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're willing to put in this effort, 500,000 for 2 semesters, that's ₦1 million. If you're graduating from school and you're studying this course for 4 years, it means that you're going to be making 4 million naira by the time you're leaving school. This is aside the pocket money that your parents might be sending you. Even if it's not up to 4 million naira, if you're making 2 million naira, it's a very good thing, because by the time you come out of school, you can get a property, you can get a plot of land, you can begin to invest in other things that is going to make your money multiply for you. These are the 3 simple things that you can start to do if you're in school to get extra money in your pocket. You don't have to be depending on your parents, especially if you're in a family that you have lots of kids. Help yourself in the little way that you can. Let me know in the comments which one you'll be trying first. Thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you next week.